Welcome back, our 3 or more loyal viewers to the channel. This is a Q&A, and yes, it is very late because this was supposed to be made to celebrate the prologue's completion, but you know, plans change. Anyway, while she is not here with me, my lovely manager Justin will be answering some questions that I will read out for her. No more yapping for the intro because it's time for more yapping. First set of questions is from Victor. What was the hardest episode to create? In the prologue, while I initially thought episode 6, episode 3 was a lot harder. Why? Because of the Unreal Life segment. I'll tell you, the horror it was to make that in a light motion and cut every 5 seconds, export it into an image sequence, upload it to Google Drive, and reorder everything in After Effects with sound effects and music, and have it crash so many times and lag. I don't know how to make stuff other than the main scenes in After Effects, so I did it in the most convoluting, hair-ripping way. Surprised I didn't just quit. And Atsuki and Arouse's intro scene was hard to make too because the lens flare is an image sequence that caused extra lag and crashing, plus a longer render time. God, I really dread the trials. Where do you get the trivia questions from? Nowhere usually. We rush to make things up on the day we're supposed to post trivia, though a few most likely 2 questions were taken off of Google. As Xian's POV is repulsed by anyone in his vicinity, to the average person, is Sonoe noted as one of the more attractive people in the cast? Yes, very. Canonically, she's very attractive and has always been considered to be by those around her. At some point, I made a looks description chart where I described Sonoe as very beautiful, naturally pale, applies a lot of blush and lipstick with naturally long eyelashes. Even if Xian wasn't repulsed by her, her beauty isn't really something he'd take a liking to. His type is much different. Xian's voice claim may be Vox, but don't trust him with character descriptions. Why was Kota redesigned? Kota was redesigned because a lot of the original sprites I made for Kota at the time, at the start of the project, were questionable looking at best. For the one that came after the crew member who created the line art, they left, and at some point his original designer left as well, so I felt the need to redesign him. After his original designer returned to the crew with a new concept after their hiatus, I adapted that one with minor changes. Manager Justin said, we have a hot... Why did I say it like that? We have a hot... Manager Justin said, we have a height chart, which will be listed on the screen, so it's going to take a bit to read out. I'm gonna read it though. Okay, so I have the heights on my phone. Arouse is 5'4", Atsuki is 5'6", Miyuki is 5'6", Reime is 5'6", Sonoe is 5'7", Kiwako is 5'8", Briella is 5'9", Kosuke is 5'9", Xian is 5'10", Victoria is 5'11", Ichitora is 6 foot. Actually, she's right, this is a bit much to read. Roberto is 6'1", Kaze is 6'4", Kota is 6'5". Woo! I got that done. Shit, this is gonna be a nightmare to put captions. I'm not even gonna put captions for this video. Fuck the captions. For weights, we don't have specifics, which would be hard to calculate. However, some characters are canonically underweight, like Arouse, Kaze, and Ichitora. And she also adds, everyone is Japanese except for the following characters on this list. Oh, come on, I don't have the list. Oh, the script is so incomplete. Okay, let me just look for it real quick. So, Sonoe is mixed, and Roberto is Filipino. Riella is Chinese. Arouse is African, Arabic, British. Victoria is Mexican. And I have some extra notes here. As for Sonoe, I don't know what her other half is, so I'll leave that up to interpretation. Before, I considered making her modern Greek because ambrosia is the food and sometimes drink of the gods in Greek mythology, but I took Sonoe's name from ragweed's ambrosia, which means pious in Hanakotoba according to Wikipedia. Pious meaning devoutly religious, making a hypocritical display of virtue or of hope, sincere but unlikely to be fulfilled. I thought it would be a cool tie-in with her last name and Sonoe's symbol being doves, since doves were responsible for delivering ambrosia to Olympus. Oh, and about the H in her name, it's left over from the mistake of using the Japanese version that I didn't know was just a borrowed English word. I don't know if she's actually Greek, so she's whatever you want her to be. And next question, how many chapters will Basuraronpa have in total? 5, just 5. Originally, the epilogue was chapter 6, but it was too short, and that hypothetical chapter has no reason to be called a chapter since it's practically a finished story at that point. There wouldn't be a plausible reason for an epilogue if that was chapter 6. How many episodes will there be on average per chapter, and will it still follow the typical daily life, deadly life sequence? That I'm not sure because oh my god, a voice crack. That I'm not sure because I'd like to think of the pacing as like getting faster gradually. So as time goes on, chapter 1 will likely be the slowest in terms of pacing, and yep, it follows the daily life and deadly life sequence. But if I were to guess, probably 20 episodes for chapter 1. I don't know yet. Because as of recording, I am in the process of scripting. It's not yet done. Will there be anything like alternative routes or endings throughout the story? Yes, I've thought about it a lot. The reason why I didn't want to make Sweet Course events that include Xion with any character is because SCEs are supposed to lead to different paths that alter the story in different drastic ways because the character he'll spend time with either rubs off on him or the other way around. It's also the way the hypothetical player gets to choose their support character. Of course, in the actual series, Xion does not use his free time to spend time with others and prefers to rest or to put it to use for something he feels is productive, which is the true timeline. Any timeline where he uses his SCEs for a dedicated person is considered false. There is also the fake game mechanic called the Inform feature, or IF, where you can tell other characters about what you hear about in other SCEs, which can affect character dynamics and the story to some extent. The other routes may never see the light of day though. I doubt I'd adapt them into actual videos. Question, what are 𝐏𝐨 and Victoria's talents? 𝐏𝐨 is the ultimate bartender and Victoria is the ultimate competitive eater. If you had to pick a theme song for this game, and what would it be? It can't be the Danganronpa themes. As a joke, and something I thought of way before, was a catalog of music from Trash Beats. Though if I'm being serious, I'd say Vampire Masquerade by Peter Gundry. I wanted to use it for a trailer, but it was scrapped because this song, using it without a license in any way, will get me into trouble, like really bad trouble, so I'm not gonna use it. Besides the canon Danganronpa series, what or who inspired you to make Basuraronpa? A fandom called Danganronpa Identical Favoritism, which inspired the video series format, though generally I wanted to prove myself and show off my skills beyond shitposts and horrible edits. After people started commenting for me to make the next Danganronpa games, I decided, sure. Ironically, I'm not even in the fandom community. I don't know anything beyond what I'm told about the fans or projects. I knew even less back then, so I was just going with the flow. What was the most enjoyable part of making Basuraronpa? Probably writing the characters and story together with the characters. The beta days were the funnest, since every writer was active back then, but I still do love writing with manager Justin. Which character or characters are you most excited for? Don't answer with spoilers, you don't have to elaborate at all. Xion, Atsuki, and Ichitora. You'll know why in the future. Is Chapter 1 script or general progress close to being finished? Not really, I'm writing daily life alone, so it's going to take a while. As for general progress, not much. Will Kota, Victoria, and 𝐏𝐨 have voice actors? Yes, we'll be holding auditions in the future after Chapter 1 is done. What does Arouse dislike and why is he so nonchalant? Okay, so here's what manager Justin said. Other than what's on his card, if you notice the pattern, he doesn't like basic needs because he thinks, hey, I could be using my time better than sleeping, eating, etc. So he likes to avoid them and do other things. Kinda results him in being a little weak, but he won't really listen to anyone. Do we get to see 𝐕𝐢𝐝 cooking for the cast in Chapter 1, kinda like what Teru does if I remember things right? Yes. 3. Why does Xion wear bandages on his face? I replied to a similar comment before, so I'll just read it out. The scars are as a result of being a raider. Initially, I told someone before that the scars up on his face are already healed, and he just covers it up anyway because the idea of being injured disturbs him. Does Arouse have a crush on Roberto? No. Is it because of that one sprite? You know, the kind of freaky, blushing Nagito-ass sprite? Oh my god. How do you make the episodes in which editing app? A mix of a light motion for some CGs and other segments, and After Effects for editing the actual episodes. Alright, so that's actually all of the questions that we got through many posts. Not many posts, more like a message on Discord and a community tab post. I'm really grateful for you guys asking questions. It was really fun to answer these, and I'm sure Manager Jasmine felt the same. I'm pretty sure she did. Anyway, that is all for this Q&A, and I am really excited for bringing more episodes to you guys, so you guys could see, you know, how chapter 1's gonna play out, or, you know, how future things are gonna play out. I'm sure that will be great, you know? That's enough really bad improvising. I'm going now. Bye-bye. I love you guys, my loyal viewers.
This video was brought to you by the 𝐕𝐢𝐝 𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐼𝐻 𝐷𝐷𝐻 𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐻 Wislevel 10,000 Giants of it. Basuraronpa crew and director 𝐷𝐿icious PX NCH. Please follow and like.